This is it, the premiere episode of Daily Blast Live. Everyone's talking about last night's Emmy Award shockers, but who really won?
Plus, Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife goes viral on Instagram. All that coming up next.
Let's get this thing kicked off with our top 5 trending topics that you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Stalker. Hey, Sam, take it away, girlfriend.
We are live! That was the very first episode of DBL 4 years ago, and today we are kicking off year 5.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Welcome to year 5 of DBL. It is Monday, September 13th. I am Tori. I'm so pleased to be here with Erica, Al, and a very special guest, Jeff Schroeder is in the house.
Wow, I get a last name.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
do.
Thank you.
First of all, it's really good to see all of your faces today, especially Jeff. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I feel good.
You
I feel good. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a really big day for us here at DBL. So I wanted to ask you personally, since that's what we do here on the show, how does it feel to reach 5 years in this seat at this table? I'll start with you.
It's surreal. I took this job. I was just like, I'll go see Denver for a year and I'll be back. You know, let's keep it 100. You know, you just never think, because it's daytime. The shows are in daytime forever. So the idea that you would find a daytime show and we would gel the way we did and we'd come together and we'd be sitting here 5 years later, it just blows my mind, guys. What about you?
I will just confirm that this is officially my longest job in the history of ever.
Yes.
Thank you. I am so excited.
I thought you were about to say your last day. I was like, don't do that. Not now.
I'm so excited. I've always done ensembles coming from radio. I've never had this type of family feel where we just completely ride or die, and sometimes we're dying more than we're riding. Sometimes we're riding more than we're dying. But I'm so happy to be here.
We came here from LA with 3 of us. Now there's 4 of us in our family. So we've been here, not just my family, but we've become a family through all the hard times that we've had, some that I've just recently gone through. I've realized how much I really love you guys and how much I lean on you guys for
don't
help.
Do that, man.
I know.
I'm not going to make you guys cry, but really, from everybody, I really do. I really mean it. From the bottom, the person running that teleprompter, not saying that that's the bottom, but from the bottom to the top, this family is something I really appreciate and really love.
I'm going to say something because why not? I know we have a side queued up, but this is more important. I've always wanted to tell you this, Jeff. We were doing that story one time, Tori, about Taylor Swift, and it was when she made that video about mansplaining, and there was a part in the video where there was a dad that hugged his kid once and they gave him the Dad of the Year trophy sarcastically. And I remember as we were discussing it, because I was ready to rail on the video too, Jeff said, I have being a better dad written on my vision board. And that night I went home and I wrote that down, and I've been trying to be a better father since you made that random comment about the Taylor Swift video. So I just want to tell you, man, we've all grown as people. So I appreciate it. I'm sorry, producers, if I threw the segment off, but I needed to say that, man.
Thank you, buddy. That's a wonderful compliment. I love you
Beautifully
guys.
said. I would just say the show has grown, and especially because of you all out there. You have evolved with us. You have taught us. You have given us comments. You've liked some things. You've not liked some things, but we want to thank you and include you in our growth. Now, a lot has changed in 4 years, and so have we. Al, we got this side-by-side of you on your very first day of the show. So let's take a look at this. And I would say personally, how would you say you grew? Not from the show, personally.
I look like a guy that hits on your wife when you get up to go to the bathroom. Like, is this serious? I'm sorry. And now I look like a 1940s gangster. I'll take it. That's right. Yeah.
All right. We also have a side-by-side, Al, for you of how it started, how it's going. Can we take a look at that?
Okay. We took that left picture as a joke, but yes, that's good. Yeah, that's me on the left. I loved, and that's all Kiri and just you guys being honest with me, like that jacket. No, and I learned.
You learned.
Yes.
We evolved.
Take notes, guys.
We did. All right, Erica, let's see your side-by-side. Wow. Now tell me about personally, how have you grown?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. I mean, it's obviously quite aesthetic.
Yeah, right.
At that point, for a lot of people, I came back to the same building that I was basically interning in just a few weeks or just a few years before.
Right.
I had lost my job. I started all over, so I was trying to get into this TV thing. So I thought, if I intern, maybe I'll understand more. So for me to be living here in Denver, fly to LA for the audition, and then come back with this job to be in the same building, it was just surreal.
That is mind-blowing. That is weird. All right, we also have a how it started, how it's going for Erica. Miss Cobb?
Oh, wow. That's how it's going?
The one on the left, you look like you're 14.
Yeah, that was okay.
She's gonna take it out.
I'll take it.
All right, Jeff, let's put up a little side-by-side of you, my friend.
Still
wow.
handsome as ever. That
Who
annoys
let me
me.
wear that shirt day one, by the way?
Awful.
It's not. You know what? It's just like, I don't know how I should dress for this job interview.
Am I going on a picnic?
Yeah,
am I taking myself seriously?
Yeah, so I get it, Jeff. You were hedging your bets a little bit.
So tell me how you've grown personally, Jeff.
I think, I mean, not to go back to the father thing and not to be emotional this morning, I feel like I've grown a lot just being a dad, right? I think I've learned a lot of patience with my wife, a lot of patience with my kids. In turn, hopefully I showed some patience towards you guys. I feel like I've really grown in these 5 years. So I don't know if you guys seen it, but I feel it.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is how it started,
Exactly.
how it's
Goodness, look how-
going.
Could you believe that, man?
Does
No,
that make you cry? I was gonna say, zoom
I don't know
in.
why I'm all emotional this morning.
It's a big deal for us. So the three of us auditioned together, you guys, in the room. Al was eating shrimp cocktail in the back, and you know what he thought?
The Ringer.
He said, those three aren't going to get it.
No, I just said you. I just said you. I knew it was between Jeff and another guy, and Erica had a lot of competition. I just saw you leading a weird yoga session, and I was just like, there's no way. But here you are.
I made it.
You are the Rudy of DBL.
That's
How did it start, and how's it going for you two?
All right, I appreciate that. Let's see. I haven't seen the side by side. Oh God.
I like you in that color, though.
Okay, but let's talk about the over-the-topness that I've toned down because that was
You
so
look like
irritating.
Jenny Jones's evil sister.
Yeah, you really.
How it started, how it's going. Yes, no more Oscar Mayer, more fashionable.
Speaking of tablecloths.
Alrighty, let's move on.
You can't take shots.
We've also had some really
Those
big.
live in hot dog houses.
We've also had some really big moments on the show, like who could forget this joke by Al that went viral, and of course, it's at my expense. Take a look.
Savor it. Jeff looks a little bit more reactionary on this one. I feel like he's feeling the Popeyes.
That's seasoning.
Okay, he's into the Popeyes.
Tori, does that taste like a neighborhood you've never been to?
Oh my God! Stop it! That went very viral.
That'll never get old.
I hope you guys know that although we tease each other, we are like a family. We trust
to
each
constantly
other,
reinforce that.
respect each other. But it's true. You guys can smell it from the TV, the good chemistry we have here, right? I'm part of it, right?
And the Popeyes.
Coming up on DBL, a hilarious interview with actor Justin Long and his brother Christian. They're talking about the movie they created together, plus their most embarrassing moments from childhood. And big news for Britney. She's engaged, huh?
Yes.
But is it time to start thinking about a prenup already?
Yes.
Oh boy. Let's talk.
Closed captioning provided by
Okay, Tori said we'll all start and then went straight to her.
People are saying welcome back, Jeff. First off, tell people how Jordan's doing because she was open about that, correct?
Do I want to? Yeah. Not right now. Not right now.
Leave it alone.
Okay.
Erica, how was your weekend? I'm just getting off of a plane and coming straight here.
You always do.
That's pretty much out.
It's the only flight I can catch.
What is it? What time is it?
It's the 5:02 flight, the United out of LA, but it allows me to go to sleep with my son. So
Nice.
I just stay up. I get like that weird chair sleep
Yeah.
to 2:30.
So are
and
you
then,
kind of punch drunk right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're keeping 4.
I turned it on for the camera.
Double check
keeping
with it
4.
because he told me they're going to keep 4 the whole show. Because I said that too. Am I off A block?
So Lydia, let's ask. Thank you. You too. Good communication. Lydia, from season 5 till now, what do you think? You've seen the change. What do you think, Lydia? I know, but what do you think? Do you think we made a big change? Let's go around to Rob. Because I'm trying to go to. Welcome back to DBL. As I'm sure you may have seen, there's some big news for Britney Spears. The 39-year-old is engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Asghari, who is 27. She posted this video to her Instagram yesterday, showing off her new bling and her fiance. Britney commented, "I can't bleepin' believe it." Now, the ring is reportedly a 4-carat round brilliant stone in a platinum cathedral setting. What am I, like the diamond guy, Neil Lane here, with the word lioness engraved on the side, and it's reportedly worth $70,000.
Did she buy that for herself?
Okay. Now, some people, like Octavia Spencer, commented on the post, telling Britney to make sure he gets him to sign a prenup. Britney's fiance, Sam, responded to those comments saying, "Of course we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me day one."
One day.
One day.
Not day one.
She could
Same difference.
Same difference.
I don't want to jump all over this guy right away. But seriously, who bought that ring? Did he buy that?
Wait, why are you saying that?
What does he do?
He was pictured looking at rings and buying rings, and then it was deleted.
What does he picture on his $70,000 ring money?
Yeah.
Well,
What does he do?
He supports her. He's a personal trainer, we're hearing.
So he could afford a $70,000
ring.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he's been. How long have they been together?
Long
years
time.
at this point,
Yeah.
which means that I'm sure that he gets probably posting money. You know, that stuff adds up. People always talk about social media like it's nothing. There are people who are on social media right now doing a lot better than people who are working 1 million hours a week, and that is a commentary on society. But I think he can afford it.
I guess so, and I obviously wish them the best, but I wanted to ask you guys, regardless of how you feel about this couple, is it cool to say to sign a prenup, leave that comment under a picture of a ring? The day that you announced that, even if you DM it,
what she's going through. I mean, that was the exact first thing I thought.
Is that what you thought?
I don't know if I were Octavia Spencer if I would get in on the Britney Spears.
Because now you're involved, right?
Right.
Now you're muddy involved in it, which I get she was kind of trying to make a joke. She's also funny, trying to slip it in, but now she's kind of involved. But I'm just really happy for Britney Spears to be able to do what Britney Spears wants. After we learned all this stuff, I could be making jokes, but how many people have danced to Britney Spears on their wedding floor? She gets to have a wedding.
But I think that's the way that you're coming at this. There's two kind of personalities. Tori's approaching, I think this is great, and Jeff and I we love her, but we want to protect her to be protected on the back end. So it's kind of people, because she seems vulnerable.
She is asking for her conservator to stay, Jody Rogers, I believe her name is, and they have a prenup. So, and she's a new lawyer. So I think she's got a good team behind her, a good foundation. Mazel, huh?
Shout out to Britney.
All right. What's your favorite Britney song?
You know.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Toxic.
It's Toxic. Coming up on DBL.
That's all time.
Toxic.
What's the other one?
He doesn't know.
Fool for Love.
Is that
No.
That is one.
That was that's not a Britney parody song. The dynamic brother duo, Justin and Christian Long. They tell us all about their new movie. Next, in Chatting with the Stars, Al made that up. That's not a song.
I thought it was.
Nope.
Flu season was nearly non-existent last year, so why are doctors so concerned about you getting a flu shot this year? Let's connect the dots. In 2020, we saw a record low number of flu cases across the country. You can chalk that up to a number of safety measures like masks, social distancing, and virtual school. But this year is a different story. COVID rules are more relaxed, meaning protections against the flu are gone too. And there's already been some signs that this flu season could be a bad one. Right now, doctors are seeing a rare summer spike of RSV in kids. The respiratory disease usually doesn't surge until the winter. Public health experts see this as a sign the flu could do the same. So what can you do about it? It's pretty simple. Doctors say get your flu shot before Halloween. Just like the COVID vaccine, flu shots are not 100% effective, but they do a lot to prevent serious symptoms and keep you out of already crowded hospitals. And that is connecting the dots.
There you are. Before you say anything, hear me out. I need your help. But not because you're a man, okay?
Okay.
Because you're a nerd.
Oh.
Welcome back to DBL. That was a clip from Lady of the Manor, a new movie by Justin and Christian Long. We caught up with them earlier to talk about it, but we just couldn't help ourselves from asking the brothers those hard-hitting personal questions. First, that's today's Chatting with the Stars.
So for you both, what's one embarrassing childhood story about the other that you can share?
Oh, easy. I don't think Justin pooped his pants when he was in grade school, and then was too afraid to tell the teacher about it, so had to live with it for a couple hours on his clothes. It was a hot. That's the day it happened.
That's the day.
Yeah, it was a hot day in September too, in Connecticut, and the teacher had to. Yeah, it was really traumatic. That's an embarrassing day too. That's your high school graduation. He's like, I'm trying to look tough. Yeah.
Oh my God. It's a day that will live in infamy.
Wearing a pail on his head. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Christian once tried to buy a Playboy. Now that we're airing dirty laundry, when he was a child, he had a little pail of like coins that he had saved, and he brought it to the counter. Yeah, coins in a yellow bucket. Because my big brother talked me into it, so. Yeah. Because it would have benefited me, too, to have it in the house. Childhood curiosity. Yes. Now we don't care about those things.
Coins.
And we're not pooping our pants as much.
You know what? Congratulations on that.
Exactly.
We all evolve, and that's very important that we take the time
you.
to appreciate that, you know? Well, I also appreciate sibling groups. Yeah, of course, honey. So I'm one of four, and we always call ourselves like a weird sibling group because the dynamics are just so different. It's like, you know, we love you always, but maybe we don't like you right now.
That's right.
So tell us, did you ever get mistaken for twins growing up? What's that dynamic like for you?
You know, I think we've gotten mistaken more for twins as older people, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Because as a kid, I had very blonde hair, and Justin had very dark hair like he has now. So I don't think we got mistaken for twins as kids. We're also 3 years apart, so you were always bigger than me. Yeah. But now that we're the same general size, I think.
Yeah, there have been times in our adult lives where people will say, well, no, what do you mean we've met before? They just assume that we've, and they're confusing us. But not often.
Well,
It doesn't happen very often.
We have different dispositions.
You guys have the same haircut, though. Even the wave goes the same way. Like, you guys look a lot alike.
Yes, true. I should differentiate mine.
Stop it. Stop it. You're not
We look
Bieber.
different.
You
So
are
you don't
not
confuse.
Bieber. Okay, you both wrote and directed Lady of the Manor together, and Justin, you also starred in it too. But I want to know who has the final say.
Oh, that's a good question.
Who is like the be-all, end-all judge? Is it Christian or is it Justin? Tell me.
That's a good question.
I know you're going to say me.
Yeah, I think so, because...
But I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Really?
I think you do defer to me.
It's our first argument.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Sorry.
I'm excited. First argument on TV. But we almost always agree creatively, so it rarely there was rare conflict.
Yeah,
Like, it was very infrequent.
tension.
Yeah.
Melanie Linsky was a lead. There's Christian. That's an actual painting of Christian as a, yeah. So,
That's awesome.
Melanie Linsky and Judy Greer were two lead actresses. We were so lucky to have them because I'm just such a fan of both of theirs that I found myself. I mean, we both were, and I found myself being very gushy, you know, and at the end of a take, I'd be like, oh my God, and when you did this, and Judy, this moment was so funny, and when Melanie said that, and it's a low budget movie, so we didn't have that much time, so Christian would then have to come up and be like, okay, but the real reason he's here is because somebody dropped a line, and you had to do this, and he would give the actual note.
We had to direct the movie, so at a certain point,
You
one
had
of
a
us had
job
to
to do.
direction.
Yeah, we were. Yes, we weren't just fans. So then Melanie and Judy would just come right to Christian. They would be like, "I don't need all these compliments. I'm a secure professional. I need to know what we need to change." You know.
I love it.
Now,
So it worked out.
you know, you speak about Judy and Melanie, who obviously also co-star in the movie, and from the clips we've seen, it seems like you guys had a good time filming. Is there any one story that 20 years from now will be the story that sticks out from the making of this movie?
Sorry.
Oh man, so many good ones. The Patrick Duffy story was funny.
Patrick was funny. Yeah. So when I met Patrick Duffy, we had just been dealing with an actor who didn't realize they had to do a Southern accent. The movie takes place in Savannah, and so it's kind of an important aspect of the movie, and we wanted to keep it consistent. And so this one actor was like, what, I have to do a Southern accent? So when Patrick Duffy came, who we were so lucky to have, we couldn't believe he accepted the part. He flew all the way in from Oregon, could not have been nicer, just a gentleman and kind and so game and playful. But I said to him, Christian says I had my director hat on.
Well, you were like trying to be professional, and you were like, "Thank you so much for coming. We're such big fans."
Yeah.
Step by Step was one of my favorite shows. One more thing before I forget: would you be comfortable doing some sort of Southern accent? And there's this long pause, and in the nicest way possible, Patrick Duffy goes, "Yes, I was on a show called Dallas for 13 years."
Dallas.
He's like, and Justin was like, "Oh my God, of course, Dallas."
13 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who shot
but he said it in the
JR?
nicest way. He said it without any like judgment, or he was very gentle.
I'll never forget that. That was really
To your
funny.
point, he is one of the nicest. We've had him on the show.
Yeah,
he's one
he's
of the
lovely.
nicest, most humble guys ever.
Oh man.
And Justin and Christian,
Yeah,
you guys,
truly.
you guys have us in stitches. Thank you for joining us,
Have to
for
come back.
chatting with us.
Yes.
You got to come back here.
Oh, man. Thank you. Sorry, the delay.
Delays are awesome.
The delay is weird. For all of you watching at home, do not forget to watch Lady of the Manor, coming to theaters and streaming on September 17th.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you guys.
Dude, you guys were awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us. That was really
you.
fun. It was
Bye,
fun.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back.
That Dallas story is hilarious.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. While the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans, teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
First of all, congratulations to my family over there on DBL. You know, I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining, there's always something fun going on, and I think some of the content that you created last summer during all the unrest led the way as far as all media outlets are concerned.
What a gracious friend of the show. We love Kevin Frazier, right?
Yeah, and I'm a fanboy. I've been looking up to him for a long time. I'm open in saying that, so to be able to call him a friend and a friend of the show means a lot.
And he was a friend to me before I even got on the show.
Really?
I worked with him, and he was just like, "Who's Jeff? Doesn't matter. Get on up here." The same
how
guy
his energy is.
every single time. Yeah,
Really
great
thoughtful.
guy. Yeah.
We got some comments, guys, from people who loved our show. Kyle says, "Happy 5 years, DBL. Love you all since day one." Kyle has been since day one.
Yes.
We love you, Kyle. Gabriel says, "It doesn't look like they've changed a bit, but I guess watching every day we don't notice until they put side by sides." And Carrie says, "Well, the lighting was a little rough in season 1.
Oh my gosh.
And just so you know, Kevin Frazier, I'm hearing from the booth, will be here tomorrow. Is that correct? To talk about the Met Gala live with Nichelle Turner. Exciting. DBL is new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.